All right, Joe Cook here with Miss Rachel Gordon. First time out here. You get to win tonight over Elizabeth City State, 59-54. I guess for you, how did it feel? You know, first year on the team, and you're here in front of the home crowd. Were you nervous before the game at all?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous, but my teammates were saying, "Don't be nervous, just do what you have to do," and that's about it.
And you definitely did what you had to do tonight. You led the team in rebounds with 8, and you also contributed 10 points. I mean, for you, how does it feel to get off to a good start like that at home?
It feels good. I'm used to getting a lot of rebounds, so that wasn't a problem, but it felt really good.
Now, as a team, what ways do you think you guys can improve upon? I mean, defensively, you guys did really well, but got down in the second half, you guys rallied. I mean, what are some of the things you guys are going to have to do in order to get better as the season goes on?
I think we just have to improve on keeping our defense up, like not letting the team come back and converting our plays and doing those right. We have a lot to work on, but that's the basic stuff for sure.
And another thing, you know, young team coming in. You got another young teammate, Ray Corbo. How good is it to see her? She led the team with 13 points tonight.
Yeah, that was really good. She's my roommate, but I'm very proud of her.
All right, we have another young contributor to the team, Ms. Ray Corbo. Hey, did you know you led the team with 13 points tonight?
I had no idea. I didn't know.
Hey, you did well tonight. You made all of your free throws, went 6 for 6 for the line. I mean, for you, I guess, how good did it feel, you know, in front of the home crowd, you know, to have a performance like that?
I mean, I guess it feels real good since it was like my first experience in the college game, college atmosphere. So it feels good to, you know, make everybody proud of me. And I did good, so it feels better.
Were you nervous at all before the game?
Yes. Yes, very nervous.
How nervous?
On the scale of 1 to 10, I'd give myself a 9.9999.
Well, I mean, you definitely seemed to calm down as the game went on. Speaking about the defense, I mean, you also led the team with steals tonight as well. I mean, that zone D was really affecting Elizabeth City State out there.
It was. We just had to keep disrupting them, keep slowing them down. That's what the press is made for, just keep slowing the team down. And that's what we want, them to put a bad shot up. So we rushed them, and that's what it's all about. And zone is my thing. I get a lot of steals.
Now, what are some of the things as a coaching staff prepared you and some of the other players who are just coming in to get prepared for this type of atmosphere?
We go hard in practice. Whatever we do, we go 110%. If it isn't 110%, it's not good enough. And that's what we need, because in game situations, you can't stop. You got to keep playing, got to keep pushing, or else you're going to take the L. And that's exactly what we don't want, so we just push.
Good job. Keep on pushing. Right here with head coach Deborah Clark, the NSU Lady Spartans getting the win tonight, 59-54 over Elizabeth City State. Tough one. I think you saw a little bit of everything from your team tonight. You guys were up in the first half, and then it was a game and run in the second half. But first off, in the first half, speak about your defense. You guys are really creating turnovers at zone D and even extended it to full court.
Right, and our defense, that was the plan, because we knew they like to push the ball in transition. We tried to do that to slow them down some, and it worked for the most part. But our problem was half-court defense. We slowed them down, they got in the front court, and they pretty much had their way with us. So we have a lot of work to improve. I mean, with a lot of young players, that's expected. But like I said, when it's all said and done, we came out, did enough to win. It wasn't pretty, but we did enough to win. So it's much easier to go back and make corrections after a win than it is, you know, a loss. But overall, I was pleased. I just think there's so much room for growth.
Oh yeah. Speaking on defense, I mean, Elizabeth City State is not a scrub D2 team by any means. Kiana Gill, she's preseason All CIAA Player of the Year that they have over there, and you know she led with 16 points. But it seems like you guys try to keep the other players in check. Is that something you guys going to continue to do as you play with teams that have like star players?
Right. Well, our goal was to try to contain her as best we could. I mean, we know she averaged 17, 18 points, and we figured if we contain her, limit her to her shots, and no one else hurt us, I felt we'd be okay. But she was just such a versatile player. Shoots the three, she posts, she rebounds, she's athletic, so she caused us quite a few problems. But I think as a unit, we contained as best we could.
And speaking of defense, I mean, you guys created 23 turnovers tonight. I mean,
right.
And you guys were able to get out in transition. And I saw, you know, Rika Trice getting assists, with Long getting involved in the offense, as well as Corbo getting those steals turned into easy layups. I mean, how good is it to see your team? I think they really shine in the open court.
Well, that is our strength, because we knew size-wise they were a little bigger than us, and our goal was to try to score before their defense could set up. So that was the purpose of that. We didn't get quite as many rebounds as I would have liked. When we won after all, we were down at the half, but our strength is going to be us in transition.
And speaking of rebounding, I know that was the one thing you were harping on. You guys had the rebound advantage 36-35 tonight.
I was very pleased because I told them at the start of the game we must win the rebound war. The half we were down 6, so that means we did rebound the second half. Just a matter of putting 2 good halves together.
And how good is it to see your team come together, the returners, also the young players in that second half, turn to the game of runs. They came out with a 10-4-1. You guys responded with the 8-0 run of your own. And you guys went up and pretty much held on throughout the rest of the second half.
Well, I felt since this team has been together, they have good chemistry. And I think I found a lot of different combinations that we can put at certain times. So that's really a nice problem to have. So I was real happy with the overall team performance and how they work well together.
And lastly, how good it was for your young players? I mean, Sarah Daly, she came in, contributed, and Ray Corbo, she led the team with 13 points, all of her free throws, especially those clutch ones in the last minutes. And she also led the team in steals. How good is it to see them get off to a good start?
Well, that's great because I knew they were capable of doing that, but when you come out and do it against your opponent, that's real encouraging. I know they were all a little nervous, their first college game, 5 freshmen, but they performed as I would like. So I'm real pleased.
So the Lady Spartans get the victory in the exhibition game against a quality opponent, 59-54. Now the Spartans will open up their season on the road this weekend at 2 o'clock at St. Paul's College. For more information on NSU women's basketball, as always, NSUSpartans.com.